Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Several years ago, when I met JB Smiley Jr., I never would have imagined that I would be here and in this position. But I couldn't be happier. As I got to know JB, I learned that there was something special about him. I learned that he was passionate. I learned that he was ambitious, and he had a work ethic that was invaluable. Over the years, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to see him grow and evolve as a man. Now, I know many of y'all see him smiling. You see him at every event. You see the motivational Facebook posts, and you see the things that he's doing in the community. But I see a different side of him. I see the late nights, the early mornings. I see the sacrifices that he makes with his friends and family. I've seen the sacrifices that he's made just to be home and to have the time to invest in others and the community. I'll never forget a conversation we had several years ago. And I said, JB, what's so special about Memphis? Like, why Memphis? And I'll never forget the response he gave me. He looked at me and he said, there's no place like home. From that moment on, I knew that he would commit all of himself to improving the place that he calls home. I knew that he would commit all of his talents, all of his ambition, all of that passion, all of that hard work, just to better the place that he calls home. I also know that he's a man with a vision. He's a man that will advocate for you. He's a man that will fight for you because he's fought for me on several occasions. And I also know that he will be a voice for the voiceless. So without further ado, I would like to introduce my rock, the most wonderful man that I know, and your next county commissioner for District 8.
I am so grateful, so humbled by you all's presence. I want to start off today by simply acknowledging everyone in this room. Tonight's volunteers, everyone who has spoken on my behalf this evening, my friends, colleagues, my mentors, who have advised me countless hours already and who have committed to support me throughout this race. My family, the love of my life, Christian, my mom, and my dad. Thank you all for believing in me. So could you please join me in giving yourselves a round of applause. You know, from the moment I first expressed an interest in running to serve as Shelby County Commissioner of District 8, I was asked one question repeatedly. Why now? Why now, JB? Why in this race? Why 2018? Mike, they even asked me, why not wait? For me, the answer to the question is simple. Our district, our families cannot afford to wait. We have over 40,000 families in District 8, stretching from South Memphis and Soulsville, Washington Heights and French Fork, to downtown, across South Main, up to Harbor Town and Uptown, North Memphis, and into parts of We have over 100,000 people in this district, and 35,000 of our neighbors have been negatively affected by what happened at 201 Park. I recently attended a neighborhood meeting with my friends in Harbor Town. And we spent a great deal of our time talking about the crime that's affecting our community there. Robberies, break-ins, and petty theft. Acts of desperation and defiance by members of our community who have all but given up on having equal access to economic prosperity in this city. Throughout downtown, we find our homeless and displaced neighbors wandering the streets until late in the night. And though Shelby County has taken significant strides to address homelessness, their presence on a cold, dark bench in the park is a reminder that we have far to go. When I walk the streets of the South Memphis neighborhood that I grew up and called home, I find abandoned houses with no doors. Empty lots filled with weeds, trash, and debris. Disconnected young people with nowhere to go and nothing to do. Miles of residential neighborhoods with limited access to affordable grocery stores and underinsured households. Every night I hear gunshots. Every day we're on the news. Another murder, another robbery, another grieving mother, another shock to our community. In North Memphis, in parts of 38105 and 38107, you will find some of the most underserved households in all of Shelby County. Notice that I said underserved, not unemployed or underperforming, but underserved. If you talk to the residents in North Memphis, you will find men and women working not one job, but 2 and 3 jobs and still struggling to make ends meet. Moms and dads who wake up at 4 in the morning to catch the bus just to get to work by 9 a.m. Some of the best and brightest young people, innovative, interested in technology, and eager to become the next generation of doctors, lawyers, judges, police officers, teachers, and yes, politicians. But they need the same opportunities and access to those opportunities. They need the same properly funded programs that our friends across town receive. Now I want you all to do me a favor. Do me a favor. Imagine leadership that works hand in hand with the city and county mayors to help extend the vision for downtown to include both North and South Memphis so that we can truly have livable neighborhoods for all. Imagine leadership that takes a critical look at the money bail system for adults, the juvenile justice system for young people, 2 broken tools for further disenfranchising underserved families in our communities, leading to more crime, more poverty, and more hopelessness in our community. Imagine leadership that finally pushes for the economic reforms that we need so that we can address the criminal justice challenges I'll be the leader who stands in support of a livable wage, fighting for reform at the State House, but also demanding good corporate citizenship by every company that receives a tax break in Shelby County. I'll be the leader. I'll be the leader who helped reimagine how Shelby County and the Memphis Area Transit Authority work together to provide convenient public transportation for those residents who are simply trying to get to work and put food on the table. In a district where over half of our children are raised by single moms, I'll be the leader who stands with our women. I'll be the leader who stands with our veterans like my father, helping you get the services you need so that you, after fighting on behalf of this country. I'll stand with our laborers who continue to build and maintain every corner of this county. I'll stand with our children who truly are our future. I'll stand with Shelby County as a leader, as an advocate, as a fighter, and as a friend. Everyone here today, I want you to listen now more than ever. It is a new day in District 8. All right. Commissioner Walter Bailey has given us the roadmap. He's advocated for social justice, economic prosperity for all, criminal justice reform, and education. Indeed, he has served us well. And to be quite honest, I have some big shoes to fill. But I'm ready. I'm ready for the challenges ahead. I'm ready to stand against the status quo. I'm ready to push back against leadership that only serves corporate interests. I am ready for war. I'm ready for war against empty promises. I'm ready for war against blight. I'm ready for war against crime. I am ready for war against poverty.
All right, all right.
I said I am ready for war against poverty. Oh yeah, it's a new day in District 8. If we believe, if we give this all that we've got, and if we show up on May 1st on Election Day, we will win. Yeah! Thank you all for your support. I'm JB Smiley Jr., your next Shelby County Commissioner in District 8. Thank you.